This is the Lion-Man figurine, and archaeologists don't know much about it. Because of the age of the figure, its condition, and lack of other evidence associated with it, there is no clear explanation for its creation. Despite this, there have still been numerous articles written that discuss what this mysterious archaeological artifact was used for. In this video, we will cover a few of these. But before we can do that, we have to go to Germany and rewind the clocks all the way back to 1939. The Lion-Man figurine was originally unearthed during the excavations of Hohensteinstädel Cave in the Swabian Jura mountain range of Germany. Original excavations found close to 200 fragments, with more recent excavations unearthing 575 more fragments that were refitted to form the figure as we know it today. New radiocarbon dates suggest that the figure is between 39,000 and 41,000 years old. This would place it among the earliest examples of portable artwork. Portable artwork in the context of archaeology refers to art that is not drawn on cave walls, but rather small pieces that can be moved around from location to location over time. The Lion-Man figurine stands at a height of 31.1 centimeters and was fashioned from a single tusk of mammoth ivory. The figurine appears to depict a composite creature. It has the upper body and head of a cave lion and the lower body of a human. So, who was responsible for the creation of the Lion-Man? The Lion-Man figurine was found in a location where both Homo sapiens and Homo neanderthalensis existed at the same time, though no hominin fossils have been associated with the figure. This means that it could have been created by either of these hominin species. There are multiple suggestions that have been proposed to explain what the Lion-Man figure was used for, what it depicts, and why it was made. For now, let's just focus on two. If you're an archaeologist, I'm sure you'd be familiar with the saying that goes something along the lines of, if you don't understand what an artifact is, then it must be ritual. While some artifacts may sometimes be falsely represented by archaeologists as something special, even if they're not, that is likely not the case with the Lion-Man figurine. It is likely that the difficult and time-consuming nature of the creation of the Lion-Man figurine would have excused the original manufacturer from participating in other tasks necessary for survival, such as gathering food or making tools. This suggests that the figure, or rather what the figure depicts, was of extreme importance to the creator. The context in which the figurine was found suggests a lot about what it was made for. In truth, it was found associated with a lack of other artifacts, making assumptions of its purpose based on this context difficult. The fragments that eventually made up the Lion-Man figurine were placed on a small rock shelf in the cave wall, suggesting it was stashed there for some reason, as opposed to being thrown away haphazardly. Artifacts related to daily life, such as animal bones, stone tools, and fire hearths, were not found near the figure. Only adornments and pendants, such as perforated animal teeth, that were likely once worn as necklaces, were found alongside the Lion-Man figurine. Its association with this abundance of personal pendants and adornments suggests that this chamber of the cave that the Lion-Man was found in was a place chosen for ritual. All of this suggests that this chamber was visited for special occasions only, as opposed to being used for daily life and habitation. The Lion-Man may have played a central role in these proceedings, possibly indicated by its larger size, in comparison to the size of the other artifacts found associated with it. The observation that Aurignacian artists seemingly preferred to depict strong, aggressive animal species has led to the suggestion that these types of animals were deemed of greater importance to people at the time, perhaps leading to their depictions in art. Many of the ivory figurines that have been identified from the Aurignacian period depict large, strong animals such as bison, mammoth, lions, bears, and more. This might explain the reason for the creation of the Lion-Man figurine, that being that strong animals were respected or feared. This suggests that the Lion-Man figurine was not created to represent a deity or human-animal hybrid at all, but rather a strong, standing bear. This assertion is based on the ambiguous anatomy of the Lion-Man figurine. Even though it appears to be partly human from its stature, as in its standing upright, it lacks any extremely distinct features associated with humans, such as fingers and toes, except for its belly button, so make of that what you will. It is also likely that bear behaviors, such as the ability to stand on their hind legs, was likely well known to the people living during the Aurignacian period, and was probably observed frequently. Humans may have identified with bears through their similar habitats, diets, and anatomy, which may have been the driving force of creation for the Lion-Man figurine. However, upon later discovery and identification of other contemporaneous figurines depicting quote-unquote lesser animals, such as horses or waterfowl, this hypothesis has been largely disregarded. While the Lion-Man figurine may still represent a bear, it is unlikely to be for the reason that bears or other large, strong animals were considered of particular importance during the time period. It is most likely that the Lion-Man figurine was a ritually important object, perhaps depicting a shaman or deity. Other artifacts being found with the Lion-Man figurine that were evidently created with hard work and purpose, coupled with the lack of other regular artifacts, suggests this. The amount of time that was needed to create the figure would have meant that having the figure outweighed the need for that person to hunt or gather food or partake in other important tasks. Its placement in a rocky niche suggests that the Lion Man was disposed of with care, as opposed to being simply deposited on the cave floor, which might be indicative of a lesser importance. While other explanations are certainly possible, it can be safely said that the Lion Man figurine's reason for existing has been largely uncovered. If you liked this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I worked pretty hard on it. You could also watch one of the videos that's popping up on the screen right now.